In our lifetimes, we could see CRISPR cures for HIV, sickle cell disease, and some cancers. Probably more, but let's talk about sickle cell. Sickle cell disease is caused by a mutation in our beta globin, which is a component of our hemoglobin molecule that carries oxygen inside of our red blood cells throughout our body. Here's our beta globin gene, but we actually have 3 other types of globin genes in our body, including delta globin, gamma globin, and epsilon globin. And throughout our life, we express these different versions of globin, from epsilon to gamma to delta and beta in adulthood. And the way this is controlled is insanely cool. When we are a fetus in our mother's belly, we mainly express epsilon globin. And this is activated by a 3-dimensional looping of our DNA that can then physically interact with epsilon and turn it on. In our development, we eventually start to express gamma globin up to 6 months after birth. And this physical 3D interaction of our genome changes to begin expressing gamma globin. Then, later in adulthood, the 3-dimensional structure shifts once again to starting from about 6 months after birth, and in adulthood, we are mostly expressing beta globin. That is an excellent example of our epigenetics. But there are some people who never stop expressing high levels of gamma globin, and these people are said to have a condition called hereditary persistence of fetal hemoglobin. And it turns out that people with both fetal hemoglobin and sickle cell disease have far less severe symptoms. So can we recreate this hereditary persistence of fetal hemoglobin by design in people who suffer from sickle cell disease? That's where CRISPR comes in. In adults with sickle beta globin, we can use CRISPR to target the regulatory regions of gamma globin and basically turn gamma globin on in adults to compensate for the defective beta globin. This strategy is already in clinical trials and has significantly improved the lives of sickle cell patients like Victoria Gray. Those slides are straight from my online class, so if you want to learn more, click my link in bio.